I think I am so keen about the single mothers out here. I have been a single mother for quite a long time. And you know, when you get from a broken marriage, most of us, we get broken, just as like the marriage has been broken. So our hearts get broken and you feel like you cannot love anymore. There's that bit of you feel like you have children. Like for my case, I had 3 boys. And I think our society is I would say, is very funny. You would hear people say, the fact that I have 3 boys, who will marry you with boys? You know, the society, the way the society perceives is like, if you have maybe one girl, one baby girl, probably it's easier to get married because maybe you would think when you get into another marriage, that when the child grows, they'll be married and they'll go. So there's that bit like people feel when you have a boy child, it will be very hard for you to be married. I would say it happened to me, and my story is always an encouragement to somebody out there. Let people know that, from my story, let people know that there is always a second chance. It doesn't matter whether you have a boy or girl. It doesn't matter whether you have 1, 2, or 3, or even 5 children. I am sure you can be loved by anybody who has loved you, because when it comes to love, much as there are children there, the love starts between the two of you, even before the children comes in. So children are not an issue, and people should not give up on love. Like for me, I told myself, yes, my first marriage didn't work. My first relationship didn't work. But then I didn't give myself, and I didn't tell myself like I will never love again. No, because from my experience, there's loneliness. You get to a point and you just feel like you really need somebody. You see, like somebody to consult with. You see, sometimes when you're raising up your children, you need somebody you can sit down and discuss probably about anything, about any development about your children. Maybe it's education, maybe it's character. Like for my case, I was raising boys. I really wished to have a father figure for my children. Yeah, so it is something that I was very open to. But then you have to pray such that God connects you to the right person, because people are also not so good out here. People can really be as in opportunistic. Somebody can look at you, maybe you're doing well, and they can think like, oh, mi nikipatana na huyu mama, I will benefit. You see, they look at the things that they can benefit from you. But then when you pray and when you meet with this person, I'm sure God will give you the wisdom to get to know who you're interacting with, and who this person you're getting closer with, and who this person you're bringing to your children as a father, because he'll not be a biological father, but he will come in as a father figure, and he will definitely be a mentor to your children, be it girls or boys. So the priority is just to pray, and also not to give up, because you cannot raise your children alone. You really need somebody to be by your side, because you cannot decide everything by yourself. You need somebody who can help you sit down and plan things.